Humans, for the most part, don't have a clue. They don't want one or need one either. They're happy. They think they have a good bead on them.
Secret. People are smart. They can handle it.
A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. 1,500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat. And 15 minutes ago, you knew that people were alone on this planet. Imagine what we'll know tomorrow.
Grand Rising. This is FMX Radio, ladies and gentlemen. What up, what up, what up?
Trying to fix all my buttons over here. Grand Rising, hey.
We're trying to fix a lot of things over here.
And I don't know what, but it's free world. Just you think everything is so streamlined and intuitive nowadays when it comes to connecting all your channels and music and stuff for the most part. But then you got these newbies that can't. I don't know. Josh figured it out, and if he can figure it out, we can figure it out. But we don't have instructions, and it's not again intuitive. It doesn't really just give you a blatant explanation. Press here to connect to this so you can hear this. So we'll get it. Well, eventually we'll figure it out, and then we'll be spinning and rocking and all that good stuff. 1,000 blessings upon all your houses. We are the hump day, part of the week yet again, the great Odin's Day. Yes, very powerful day. If you look at it that way.
Yeah, it is a busy day. I know that it's going to be one for me, anyways.
That's right. The eve of the thanks of the giving of thanks. That's right. Tomorrow across all the Western and European nations, or no, just us. Isn't it just us? I lied. Just us weirdos.
For some yams. I keep thinking of that B.O.B. verse in Earthquake. Sorry we took all your land, but here's some turkey and some yams. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm going to get 2 of them meals tomorrow because I'm working, and Kaylee's going over to our friend's house, and then she's going to bring me a plate at work. And then at work, we got a bunch of coworkers all bringing in a dish, so we're all going to eat together at work. So I'm not going to eat it all today. I've been doing this fast thing. Just going to keep it until tomorrow.
That's right.
Got to prepare myself.
Intermediate fasting. We should all be doing it by now. I know it's hard. It doesn't get easier until you make it easier.
Yeah, so where are we streaming from right now?
We are streaming on the YouTubes, the Twitch, the Kick, the Rokfin, and did you press play on?
I did, so they can hear us. They can hear me over on Free World.
So there you go. 1/4 of our sound is on.
Yeah, Free World. Sorry, you can't hear Chris. We will eventually get it figured out. Maybe in a month or 2. Who knows?
Hey, Benny boy, you're not the only Twitcher. Probably right now you are. Yeah, it's early. I don't have most of my following on there is probably not even awake yet, as they are the East Coast Americanos. So probably not awake yet. Most of them gamer heads. Hell, most Twitch community probably just went to sleep a few hours ago.
Yep.
Well, yeah, not going to be the longest show this morning or this week because I know you got to get an early start today. I remember you said.
Yeah, I got to take off. I'm trying to drop my car off before my supervisor meeting, which is scheduled for 10 a.m. And I got to go all the way next town over in Ocala. That's where my dealership is.
I hear you. Yeah, I got crap I got to do this week too. Hell, the next few weeks is to the end of the year. It's going to be busy. We'll be moving. I'm still moving houses, finally selling the one I'm in now, and going to be moving to a new location. And I'm not even sure how the transition is going to work yet, but Yeah,
I got to get an office.
The actual place. Keep moving around too much happening this year, but so be it. What's on your mind, man? What's going on this week? I know we had a couple of things to mention, some weird oddities. Not much. Slow week.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I did a pretty good stream last night. We were talking about the chemtrails and talking about waters above, talking about the sprites, the lightning. You heard of sprites, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they're up in the high in the atmosphere. What, 70 miles maybe they're happening? 75 miles. And I did show some similarities to, like, you know how you throw a rock in water and it'll splash, shoot the water up, and it does like this ripple effect?
Yeah.
That's what you're kind of seeing when it comes to sprites, because you see that halo effect happening. And then that like discharge getting shot out the center. Am I explaining that pretty well?
Yeah, I mean, best you can for 2 guys who just woke up,
right?
Trying to talk about.
I just thought it was very interesting.
You got something to show off?
I can show it again, yeah. So right here's the sprites, right? They will shoot down, and then it'll cause this halo ring at the sprites once it
The
shoots
sprites
down.
turn into elves.
Yeah. And then, so now I can pull this up.
Is this where Tolkien got all the whole Lord of the Rings from?
Maybe. Mm-hmm.
Shout out Lord of the Rings.
And look, like that, you know? Or maybe I'm tripping. Because, I mean, if they're claiming there's super fluid universe above our head.
They just come splashing through the firmament.
Yeah, something's going on up there.
See, the firmament's only solid on this side. You can easily get through the other side. It's like a one-way mirror for super beings or something.
Well, I heard Zach saying something about a flow of current that is constantly coming down.
Oh yeah, the
vortex, ether, right?
Yeah, the ether vortex, so to speak. Or
so maybe that's why we see the sprites doing that every once in a while. There's like this electrical discharge happening, and it's just going along with the flow of the ether, the vortex. Yeah.
What is going?
And then you got other people that say it's not flowing down; you're actually moving up.
Yeah, but how do they even prove? How did they come to that? I mean,
it's weird. Went from spinning in a million different directions simultaneously to claiming we're stationary, not moving, and then back to moving up at a constant rate for eternity. You think eventually we'd hit a ceiling or something, but
you think with that logic too, that means every time you jump, you're not falling down. The earth is just catching up to you.
Right. Yeah, I've seen people say that in comments, dude. For real.
Hilarious.
For real. They were saying that it's not a flow down, that it's earth pushing up. Then that's what's causing weight.
I don't like that model.
Nah.
Doesn't vibe with me. I don't feel good. I like my earth being nice and still, not moving anywhere. Like that one. Not going up, down, spinning, and nothing. Just
keep me stationary.
Right, and stationary. I need to feel still.
Yeah.
That would suck if there was no such thing as a still earth. Then that means nothing would be still, and everything would truly be chaotic. Everything would be moving way too much.
It just doesn't make sense to me, because if the earth was moving up, then that means the celestial shelf, all the luminaries are also moving up with the earth together, like one system.
Well, I mean,
like I'm picturing a
optical illusions where like the hallway looks like it's going in or out, depending on how you look at it.
Oh yeah, could be. I don't think, or it's all moving up though. That's just ridiculous.
Or that dragon, or that dinosaur where you look at it from the side, it looks like it's 3D, but then when you get 90 degrees parallel to it, then you can tell it's actually just a flat piece of cardboard.
Yeah, dude, it's something like that could be going on. Eye trickery. I mean, that's kind of what we see with the sun, right? With the
humans' minds, it's just so
with the figure eight. The sun they say it's doing a figure eight in the sky. It only looks like that from our perspective, but it's actually doing some weird up and down movement circle. And then from our perspective,
arc wave, yeah,
it looks like it's
or sine wave.
It looks like a figure eight from our perspective, But yeah, very interesting. Oh, I just had someone comment on the video I did last night, because I played Journey, the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. And someone commented and said, how do you know for sure that the sun is moving in a circle around here? Because this is what they said. They said they had firsthand observations of a sun going. Yeah, of a sun going through a portal, right? And I'm like, all right, show me. And then he's like, well, I have a friend in Australia. I'm like, that's not firsthand observation, bro. It's like, you seen it?
Is that the whole like the Pac-Man moon? But yes. We have a Pac-Man sun too.
Yes.
I mean, it's still better than us spinning. At the end of the day, I'd rather have portals than be going through a toilet bowl of different spinning balls with, I don't know, that's just gay. I want to get away from the whole Spaceballs thing. Done with that. It's boring.
Mrs. Tribune said they had an awesome conversation about this last night on space audits. I gotta go check him out. space audits, man. They're dangerous, dude. Like him, Shane St. Pierre, they're some next level. I don't know how they're able to retain all that shit. And they smoke as much as us. I don't know how are you able to keep it all together? Well, I don't know. I probably fried my brain for 8 straight years with all that other shit.
We all are built to hold certain amounts of information that's, credible and realistic to us. So I'm sure there's things, that Shane and them would, show that you excel at certain topics and phrases and frameworks. So we all have different pieces of the puzzles. We all perceive it differently through our individual reality lens.
Shout out to Achilles7 is in the chat.
Hey, Achilles, good to see you.
They both told me in the comments how much they enjoyed that conversation. We got to do that again.
Yeah, we got to do a side B to that and go for another 3.5 hours. It goes really deep. I think the creator, wherever it is, likes us having these conversations and not just going with the old school traditional ways. I like that. I think he likes that we challenge the idea of the Jesus story and Muhammad story and Krishna. We kind of revise all of that with the 2023 lens of what we know now, or what we think we know now, and kind of put our own feet to the fire.
We need an updated story. It's a 2,000-year-old story. We need a remake, a reboot.
I mean, we could do it, right? I mean, they did it. Like the people who wrote the stories, Jesus was dead by the time they wrote it anyway. So
right,
I mean, we could get away with that. We can make it better now because we understand how storylines work and arcs and heroic journeys and shit. So
it is the hero's journey.
Oh, big time! Jesus definitely has a heroic journey. From his conception, they were after him.
Mm-hmm.
And Moses is an awesome story too. It's a great one. The whole, that again, the whole 10 plagues things really kind of gets under my skin a little bit. I know there's a lot of justifications for mass murder among certain communities, but we won't go there today. It's too early.
Oh man, I gotta find this one video. I hope I didn't delete it.
I ruined it.
Yeah, he said he ruined it. He's like, yeah, I like that. Oh no, you ruined it.
Yeah, that happens. Gotta throw a little bit of a tang into sugar.
He said, Achilles7, the updated story is coming. It's going to be the alien deception that aliens made us. Wait for it. It's right at the gates. I mean,
really? I feel like that story's already been played.
I was just about to say that because I was huge on Ancient Aliens, bro.
I'm saying if they come out now, I feel like they've overplayed that hand so much commercially speaking. I don't think it's going to have the same punch anymore. Like them effects got to be really good. And not to say they can't. They've had a lot of time to perfect their lying ass technology stolen from Tesla and whatnot. So I'm sure, they could probably bring in an army of UFOs that look like cylinders and plates and discs and cigar shapes and all types of stuff. We'll be like, whoa, that's crazy. Well, obviously it must be aliens. See, again, you've let the internet be a thing for too long. You let most of us talk to each other for too long. So unless you kill off a whole bunch of people like us, we're just going to tell everybody else, hey, calm down. They're just some lying assholes. They're here to try to check their blood.
What Achilles said, the whole alien thing, I seen this video. A whole group of people, I think it was a family, somewhere here in America. They were crying, like weeping, praising Jesus because they seen a bunch of lights in the sky, and they was like weeping, praising Jesus.
Only Jesus could do such a thing.
He's here. It's over. We're going home. And it was from a concert from the town over. Like lights from a concert.
You don't remember that part of Revelations where it says Jesus will return with RGB lighting, looking like my desktop coming in on a pale white horse. It's gonna be great. Chopping heads off and shit. Not taking no prisoners when he comes back.
Yeah, right.
Sinners, non-believers, off with your heads.
We got Cody over on Rokfin. He's saying, me and mine are sick and it freaking sucks. That does suck. I hate it when the whole house gets sick.
Yeah, it's healing energy out to you all.
Yeah, Cody.
Just think of it as your system reprogramming. and rebooting, updating itself with the new antivirus software.
And you can update your stuff, magnesium,
Turmeric,
vitamin D, turmeric.
coconut oil,
All
the good stuff.
Yep. Who else we got here? Walking Axel, much love. Captain Caveman. Let's see over here let's see. We got Benny Boy over on Twitch, 3 Fingers over on True Earth Entertainment, FE Nation, Mrs. Tribune, Achilles 7, Wes FE, Walking Axel. Who else we got? Captain Caveman. Rethink. What's up, brother? What's up? David Young. Shari Ives. Flat Earth Head. What's up, Walt? And then we got Any Word and Tony Coriolis over on the Rokfins.
Tony Coriolis, hey.
Any Word said, just past 420 here. Been more into shrooms lately, though.
Who hasn't? Shrooms have been making a comeback this last half a decade or so.
Microdosing, hard. I think, is good.
Microdosing and brownies and teas and all types of creative stuff. Psilocybin is the new THC right now.
I mean, they say that could help with mental health and things like that. Just as simple as microdosing.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of. I mean, THC can definitely help you out, but yeah, psilocybin, that'll definitely open up that pineal gland a little bit more. Sometimes a little too much. You got to take a step back, reanalyze what you just experienced. Be careful out there, you bunch.
Yeah, too much of anything isn't good for you.
Yeah, be careful out there.
Even too much water, too much air, right? It's literally too much of anything.
Yeah, life's about balance.
Oh, you reminded me of this video, but I can't find it. Shit. I knew I shouldn't have deleted it. I knew it was going to come up. You mentioned the pineal gland. And there was this great video. Oh, I got it. It's 10 minutes long, though. Anyways, it was... I don't know if I want to play a 10-minute long video. It's a great video talking about how, because our pineal gland, they say, developed almost like an eye, but it's in the middle of our head, able to pick up light. So the light is generating in our head. It's like we are creating our reality, and we're all here doing it.
It's not light.
Simultaneously.
Not light. It's exactly what's happening.
That's what's happening. It's, well,
all reality
when I say that,
is only
I don't want to
happening
say
in here.
I don't want people thinking like I can create a cup in my hand, not create reality that way.
I think you can. I want to say I think you can. I think we all way.
So if I concentrated hard enough, I could make $1 million.
No, because you'll shit yourself because you don't know actually how to. That we think it's supposed to be like, oh, we think with the state of mind we have now, you could just figure out how to do it. No, we have to change the way we think about ourselves, therefore reality. And those seemingly extreme things now are normal things later.
Okay, but understand what you're saying right now.
I know. It sounds nuts. I know.
What you're saying could validate what Bill said in our conversation.
I never devalued. Right,
I denied that shit.
Right, that's fine.
This book was created.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
of this place.
Right, I hear you. But again, if this realm is mental and it's infinite, which I believe it is, that is also a reality too. I am not taking nothing away from Bill or anybody else's relative objective experience just because I don't vibe with certain algorithms or certain information anymore because I decided in my own belief system a certain way of things and how they are, as you did for you and every other person did. But our egos won't allow other people to have the experience they're saying they have. Our egos won't allow it. Doesn't mean it's real, because we've already determined in our inner belief system.
None of us know what's real.
Exactly. But we tell ourselves what isn't real, though. And that's just as much as validating as saying what is real when you say something isn't real. And most of us are always telling ourselves, this isn't possible. This isn't real. That can't be. So mote it be every single time. You are the
So do
master
you
builder.
think that there's possibly a monk out there that can
Yes,
just manifest a
absolutely.
cup of tea?
Sure.
Like a
hmm
like
Yep. Yep. There's over
the
8
same way you
billion.
heard stories of like Jesus turning water to wine.
Yep, and same thing I heard about a story about the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot and UFOs, all of it. I give credit to all of it. Just because I don't understand it doesn't mean, oh, it can't be real because I know everything and I can't do it, so therefore they can't do it. That's ridiculous.
Achilles 7, he said, FMX, you're out there, bro.
I know, again, bro, you got to be because this is where we live. We live in an out there world. This is the place we live in. It is not a coherent, logical, reasonable world. We think of ourselves in those concepts, so that therefore we project it outward. That doesn't bend the world to your rules. You're just allowing your own set of rules to interact with the world's infinite set of rules. Because the universe isn't going to give you what you can't handle. So it's always going to allow you to dictate what you can handle, and therefore what you think you cannot handle across the board, across everything, 100% of the time. So that's why the evil people think they're good, and some good people are actually fucked up and evil. But this is the infinite reality we find ourselves in. Period. That's my belief, my current understanding. Infinite possibilities of infinite consciousness interacting infinitely. And again, I always bring this up every show. It's hard to fathom the concept of infinite because it's across that way on all axes, the Y, the Z, and the X. And that goes with the way you think about things too. So you have to entertain seemingly ridiculous ideas to potentially allow yourself to stretch and work out that part of your imagination, which is a major part of your subconscious, so you can perceive and attract better and higher formed ideas, or else you're going to be stuck. And again, most people are stuck where they feel comfortable at. Hey, that's fine. I'm not here to unstuck anybody, only myself.
Achilles 7 says, well, if it has a creator, it has his rules.
Yeah, but his
putting a
rules
sex
are.
to it. But then he says, I don't remember co-creating anything.
That's
Really?
fine. That's fine. Hey, he
Because
can.
I do.
Yeah, but hey, again,
I co-created a
that's
lot.
more to my point. You get to decide your reality for you. And if you feel like you co-create nothing, so mote it be. It is what it is. No one can force you to have
Cody
a different
says
experience.
over on Rokfin, says, FMX, do you think your theory is possible through resistance alone? Because I get behind that. Like if the monks resist the idea of the tea, someone will bring it to them.
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
feel that. Yeah, that's I know what he's trying to say. There's a word for it. There's a term for it, that negative resistance. That like that. You gotta get kind of, I don't know how to word it. It's weird. I feel where he's going though. I feel that energy. Basically, if you destroy your desire for it, what you desire will actually come to you anyway. So that is one way of manifesting something.
Like the law of attraction.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but it's like mastering it, because the law of attraction is attracting things you desire without desiring it. It's a weird way of wording it, but you have to.
I get that. It's like, you're stressing about something. You want it to happen. It's never happening. But then once you let go of that idea,
Right, it
and
comes to
focus
you.
on it,
Exactly.
then it comes,
Right, right.
Yes.
And it could be as something, for a lot of us, it's easy to see it that way for some reason, as opposed to actually manifesting in their hand. But however you manifest it is a form of energy that in a process that it happens. But wherever your belief rests on that is going to determine how you perceive your reality, and not just how you perceive it, but attract the things around you who also share that frequency and version of reality that you share.
I want to respond to Achilles 7 right here, because he just said something else. He said, you said in our talk, Austin, that you create life, but the truth is that you don't create your reproductive system. All you and I know is that we had a good night, and the baby is the result of it. So let me respond to that. How'd that baby come to be? Two people, the masculine and the feminine, came together to co-op and co-create something. But we both have the spark of life, the gift of God, and we down here coming together, which is what God told us to do. And we co-created life, right? So how am I not able to say that I have created? I have created.
Well, would you say? I kind of see where Achilles is coming from a little bit because
But
I'm
why
always
do I have to give that credit up to God? He ain't down here.
because the tool, like
He's in us.
the hammer doesn't build the house. And
I didn't start that foundation, popping out kids with my wife.
Nope. I can see how we can come to
So
that.
we're gonna give credit to something that probably ain't even here.
No, it's definitely here. Where, if anything, it's us that's probably.
But what I'm trying to say is, all I'm experiencing is me in this world. There is no higher being that has came to me in a form of a burning bush, in the form of anything. It's been me. I got myself out of those trenches. I got myself in a better situation with me and my wife. I created this with my wife. What is wrong in saying that? Why does it have to be given to someone else to take credit? That's like saying when you're doing Christmas and you're telling your kids that it's all from Santa, you're giving all the credit to that fucker when you're the one that broke bank putting those gifts under that tree. It's the same fucking thing in my
Really, I
mind.
feel it's more like you're trying to give credit to the tools for building the house instead of the actual carpenter.
I'm the carpenter, the tools attached to
No,
me,
you know,
not God.
No, you are the tool, and God is the carpenter. You don't even realize, just like the tools don't realize they're tools, neither do you.
Dude, I don't even know what God. So how can I give credit to
because it doesn't have a name. The true God.
Because God's in us, energy, light.
A part of it, but not all of it. Sure, a part of it, not all of it. How could
you just said that we're able to create,
right?
So isn't that all of it?
No, absolutely not. I never even suggested such a thing. I said a part of it because to me, God, if God's everything, it can never be in one thing total. So it's spread across everything infinitely. Again, it's hard because I always going to come back to infinitely.
Just giving our power away.
No. It's working with the higher power. It's not giving it away. That's
co-creating. Like I said, co-creating.
Anyway, like I was trying to say, it was if he's the ultimate blueprint designer, and like our tools don't realize that we're using it. I mean, imagine that the tools were conscious and they're living in their own realm and don't realize that they're being used with other tools to work together. Those tools think it's their own will to go work with the saw and the nail and the hatchet and everything, when really it's the carpenter that's working with the tools in a design blueprint. Now, each of those tools know a part of the blueprint, but they don't know each of the blueprint. And
I'm gonna have to disagree with Mrs. Trivian too. She says men can create nothing. Women create all. Women create nothing. Women can't create life without a man. Oh, unless the intervening of God.
Well, I mean, well, man and wife. I mean, and I take that same thing, and man and wife can't create anything without God. Like
I said that at the beginning. I said the spark of God, which is in both of us, and then we come together doing what we were told by God. You know, like it's the three of us. I said co-create at the very beginning, but to give it all to somebody else and to say I have no fucking credit in it.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's nothing wrong, bro. It's not like you're giving it to some guy next door. We're talking about the supreme consciousness of everything. That's an honor. It's not a belittling.
Yeah, but you got
it's an
people
honor.
Give it
let them.
human attributes, and it just gets fucking dogmatic, weird.
It's okay, but that's even all the dogmatic. Every process is part of the infinite's plan in efforts to understand him as a conscious collective. There's no point of getting frustrated with people who are stuck in dogma ways because their point of view is just as necessary as ours. Even if we perceive it to be wrong and dogmatic and off a little bit or behind or off track or whatever, it doesn't matter because we don't understand God's ultimate plan for us all doesn't mean that there isn't one. And I truly believe there is. At the end of the day, we just choose to look at the scary parts of the creation instead of all the glorious blossomings of new ideas and peoples and souls and events. And if we focus much on that as we do as on the negative, we will see just as much positive as the negative.
Let me ask you something, because this question came up last night and I immediately was thinking to ask you. I want to get your response on this. So do you think that this place was created for us, or do you think that we were created for this place?
I think it's a mix of. I think it's a little yin and yang. I think it's a balance of both. I think that that God created this place not necessarily for us. We're kind of like default extra inside the grand scheme of his eternal play. And for him to experience limitedness, he had to disconnect himself from that unlimitedness, i.e., us. So that's why we have a hard time forgetting where we come from. Well, you wouldn't have a very good experience if you remembered where you come from. That's easiest thing for me to go back to, and it's also easy to call that a cop out. But so is nothing. To call everything came from nothing is the biggest cop out of all to me.
Oh yeah.
And instead, it's trying to be more philosophical about it and talk about how God probably
Are you
is
telling me
something
we're
that
not
you're not.
descendants of monkeys and pond scum from a big bang?
No. Hey, but there was a part of me during this lifetime, during this 40 years, where I believed in such things and I saw
Yeah,
the
right.
evidences for such things. And, and that was my reality. And you couldn't talk me out of it because the smartest people in the world says so. And that's the way it is. And now
Right.
I'll sit here today with no type of college degree outside of electrical engineering. And that's just the 2 years of that will be able to sit there. And I feel like I could debate with almost anybody, of any theology belief, regardless of how much they've studied one or two in particular books, because thoughts are thoughts, and that's what it will always be.
You ever seen that like life chart of the evolution process? How it went from
Oh, like fish babies to squirrel babies to squirrel
yeah.
monkey babies to like monkey
It
orangutan
looked
squirrel
like
babies.
a snot shot on the paper at the
Yeah,
beginning. Like here's a shot
we
of
all
snot.
started from a piece of snot and space snot. Obviously, it's so obvious. I mean, that makes so much sense. We were all, and then a piece of electrical space electricity hit it, and that started the Big Bang.
Mrs. Tribune says, I don't know if you know this, but 2 female eggs can create a baby. Some crazy lab shit, but still.
Now, I guarantee if you look into that a little bit deeper, there's a seed for those eggs, because egg and egg doesn't equal life. That just equals death because there's no seed to, to fertile the egg.
Mr. Miyagi says, actually, monkeys have more chromosomes, so I guess we are a lesser.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, the monkeys has just like two or three more than us or some shit. Who's
So
counting
Tyler,
these things? Who's
my boy Tyler from work. By the way, he might be coming on this next week with another coworker of ours named Bill. It's going to be 3 of us, and it's going to be fun, hilarious, with a lot of truth. So you don't want to miss that. But Tyler is still kind of on board with us coming from monkeys because he can't get over how he thinks they look so much like us, But I was like, their outside of their eyes aren't white. He's like, but they got same hands like us. I'm like, bro, they do not have imposable thumbs.
who?
And
What does?
monkeys. He's saying that there's he still thinks that there's a chance we could be descendants of monkeys, of apes, or whatever you want to call it. And man, it bothers me when he says that shit. And we'll get into it at work, like it. But I'm gonna bring that up when I have him on. I'm like, so you still think that?
You know how there's still mine, just like the FE model. People need, if you're going to take a model away from them, they need something to replace it with.
Yeah.
And
Where's your model?
Right,
Where's your model?
And if you can't replace physical monkey with physical spirit, then he doesn't know where to go to. He doesn't know where to shift that part of his brain.
That's literally how the conversation went. Dude, you are right, because he's asking what would replace that?
Right. He's got to replace it. Yeah, it can't be any question mark. We're structured in school. You can't have an answer as a question mark in school. That's not a thing.
And he's also, because he's learning this flat earth world and information, that he still keeps applying the heliocentric model to a flat stationary earth. He keeps asking, but the sun is so big, wouldn't it light up the whole earth? And I'm trying to teach him about perspective, the sun going, literally what he observes every fucking day, but due to the programming, he's not comprehending it. But just how it works. Perception, the sun going away, hitting the horizon. We wouldn't see the sun forever. It's not as, but yeah. Anyways, we're gonna get into all that next week with him.
Yeah.
Maybe you can join too.
Maybe the sun does go through a portal like this other guy says.
Yeah, maybe.
Pac-Man Sun's back around for round 2. Pac-Man Sun 2.0, him and the moon going through portals. How cool would that be? I mean,
yeah.
Cycles
all I'm saying is, guys, I don't know And you guys very well could be right, and I could be wrong, and I'm okay with that. My thing is, I got to keep questioning things. I can't throw my eggs all in one basket. I can't throw all my crystals all in one cup. It just doesn't make sense. I need to look at all the variables, you know? I don't think all these other, like back to religion and Jesus being the way. It's difficult for me to say that every other civilization and religion throughout time is actually a demonic trick to lead you away from the truth. I think that you can find truth in all of that, and they all have a piece to this, you know, this puzzle of truth. And I think it hinders you more to say that all that's demonic and you shouldn't look into it and only look at this one book. I think that hinders you more than saying there's information in this Bible, there's information in this book, in this book, in these texts, in this text.
At the very least, I feel like after my years of being around Christians and loving them and trying to understand them, I feel like you put yourself in a very safe mental, spiritual box where you feel protected. But you're not going anywhere, though. You have to stay in that box, because if you question any of the walls of that box, well, now you don't have faith in the Creator and you don't love Jesus, and now you got to go to hell.
Well, how many is it?
The walls of the box.
How much is it faith? Is it really faith or fear?
Right. After a while, it does seem very fearful to have to. And then when it comes down to like, well, he's doing it out of love. You know what? That's what all abusers say. They all beat you and torment you out of love.
A narcissist,
right,
would say.
Yeah.
Doing it because
I
love
don't believe, that the God is the true, ultimate, supreme God of gods would, have to trick you or abuse you or subliminally, mentally screw you over. Do gymnastics to justify, mass murder or genocide or the slaughtering of firstborn children for any type of means, regardless of whatever evil humans do something. I don't believe you would take it out on another human, innocent one at that, regardless of the circumstance, because God's eternal. He has eternal ways out of things and helping us figuring things out without it being violently hostile or to, the life expand, existing of one of another.
So Achilles 7 said, if you'll see if you examine it, that the specific book is the only one that makes sense. So
it does.
A lot of things make sense, and then a lot of things don't make sense in that book to me.
Jesus praying to himself before he dies, asking God to choose a.
And there's a lot of great information in the book. I'm not casting the book out. I think that religion is a form of control, but there's information, right? But I don't see you bringing me any specific verse that once read to me, I will go, oh yeah, that's it. Because it's still a book to me, written by man, telling stories of their time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But, again, I could be wrong. And yeah, free world is messed up, Liz.
Forget free world.
Free world, we'll get that worked out. We're this close to getting it worked out. But I do believe that there, is a creator. This place was created, obviously. And I think that, we were put here for a reason. I think we are at the center of the universe. This place is special. There's a purpose. There's a reason we were all put here. And we
give it 5-10 more years, the Mandela effect's going to keep going and the Bible's going to change all over again anyway, because every time I turn around, Brian finds another verse where a sheep turned into a wolf or a lion or some other crap. And, so that we also have that to attend with. So whatever you think you know about the Bible now is probably could possibly like literally change. You were talking about manifesting cups in your hands. Well, how do we justify manifesting new total words and scripts and storylines in the Bible that never even existed? It's enough that Curious George doesn't have a tail anymore, and the Monopoly Man doesn't have a monocle. I mean, there's so many things that's changing right in front of our face that we can't even consciously, logically, reasonably explain, let alone a 2,000-year-old book or however old it's supposed to be now. It's going to change. But we don't know enough.
There's a flat earth debate between two pastors coming up or something. What's that about? Wes says, I'm looking forward to the flat earth debate between the two pastors.
I don't know. Pastors, they always debating. Is there still space pastors out there?
Oh yeah, you know that.
Yeah.
All those mainstream churches still think they're on a spinning ball, and they'll try to apply it to their yearly sermons. If God is conscious, God would have been able to instill the commandments in each creation.
Correct.
Oh man, we were talking about that yesterday, right?
Yeah.
What would we compare it to? That'll trigger people. We compare it to Superman.
Oh yeah. the crypt. Yeah,
but it's like the manual isn't on some material thing. I feel like
the Akashic records are inside us all.
Yeah, the manual's in us. Yeah.
Now, granted, there's certain walking manuals out here that are a bit tainted.
They're molded. They weren't taken care of. The pages are ripped out, right?
So,
I mean, my manual isn't in the best condition. I can guarantee that. You know.
Bitty Boy said the FE pastor still hated on Jaron in the past for his anti-Christian views. Oh, Jaron.
Are you talking about Dean Odell?
Dean Odell.
Dean Odell or Odell?
I reached out to Jaron too, waiting for his response. Probably gonna have him on the show in the near future when I get a hold of him and set a date.
Hell yeah.
Wrap it up like some homies. Talk about the same stuff we talk about.
Shout out to Flat Earth British. Martin in the chat, legend. What's up, Zach? Good times for all here. Trashless Smith. You said something that I agreed with. Trashless Smith. Where'd it go? I don't throw the Bible out either, but I think other books are just as important. Yep. Me too. Space pastors.
I forgot what. Zinzu, The Art of War. Very important book. I read it. Art of War.
Let's play a song, bro.
Yeah.
I got one if you don't.
Yeah, go ahead, play yours. Yeah, I would.
All right, guys, we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. I got to fill up on some coffee. You guys should do the same. This is FMX Radio with your boys Austin and Chris chilling over here on YouTube, Rokfin, Kick, and Twitch. Also over on freeworld.fm. And, I'm not even going to say we'll get it fixed. We've been saying that. We haven't, but, it'll happen. Anyways, don't go anywhere. We will be right back. This is FMX Radio.
Free your mind with a MellowDome. Free your mind with a MellowDome.
Sow the seed, consult the weed, be wise of deed, hack the holy feet. The love is real.
Yeah, man, the love is real.
Inhale the wisdom, beat the system, the MellowDome. No place like home, the love is real.
The love is real.
We're not alone in the MellowDome. The best souls roll, we set the tone. The love is real.
The love is real. Yeah, free your mind with the MellowDome.
Connect to the flow, then you will know. Feeling revolve, through taking farm, and the love is real. Raise the vibration, create the sensation. It's meditation or emancipation, yeah. The creation in the MellowDome. We never alone. Welcome home. The love is real.
Yeah, free your mind with the MellowDome.
If you keep it real, you keep the real ones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
unity, more than hate and jealousy. Yeah. In this here time, we need education, more than bullets and bombs. In this here time, we need to care for the young and old, more than silver and gold. In this here time, we have to wake up and change the world. As a result of 2,000 years of hypocrisy, ego-driven leaders in pursuit of property, power and wealth and fame, oppressing and murdering, killing all in God's name. Iniquity spread across the nation. Humanity is in tour separation. In the midst of a darkest hour, we rise to reclaim our power. In this here time, we need love and unity, more than hate and jealousy. Yeah. In this here time, we need education, more than bullets and bombs. We say we now give up. Now give up. Now give up. Oh no, we now give it. Now give it. Now give up. They achieve their mission using dirty politicians, brainwash education, war on religion, racial division, food with no nutrition. Hey, this is the Babylon system. Their intention to use all their wicked invention, all the propaganda promoting consumerism. It's all a distraction, only misdirection to break high and high connection. But if you want come for the minute, make you know say what I want. This is how I get you ready for the Armageddon. I'm in for the revolution, power by love and compassion. Cause if we go at them with weapons, then they have more guns. Go at them with money, then they have more funds. With unification, then time soon done. We owe it to our daughters and sons in a decent time. More than hate and jealousy, yeah. In this here time, we need education, more than bullets and bombs. In this here time, we need to care for the young and old, more than silver and gold. In this here time, we have to wake up and change the world. In this here time, we need love and unity, more than hate and jealousy, yeah. In this here time, we need education, more than bullets and bombs. In this here time, we need to care for the young and old, more than silver and gold. In this here time, we have to wake up and change the world.
All right, and we are back. Shout out to Mrs. Tribune doing an unschooling show at 3 p.m. Eastern. The topic is going to be on sonic wave resequencing. I still have to make a thumbnail, though, she says. Definitely be checking that out. I love that we are doing that kind of stuff. The unschooling. Andrew B is in the background trying to set up things for certain people who specialize in certain topics to make a 15-minute video that we can then put on a channel, a homeschooling channel. You know, beautiful things that are happening in the background.
Yeah.
Also, trivia for charity coming up here soon. Shout out to Rico Tinfoil Sombrero. I'll get the GoFundMe link for that soon, and we'll be promoting that here soon. Gonna need you to make another promo soon for that. But yes, this is FMX Radio, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button across all the platforms.
The Twitch, the Kick, the FM Radio, Free World. They locked that in. Need to write like a little cheat sheet note. For all this
So
stuff.
what were we talking about yesterday? What else were we talking about on the phone?
I've been saying throughout this whole year how the algorithms, especially particularly TikTok and some of these new sharing video apps, are seemingly reading our mind, but I don't think it's reading our mind. Not as we tend to think of it as, but more as it's picking up on our frequency, and our thoughts are a frequency. So therefore, it could, and by default, kind of pick up on what we're thoughts we're currently attracting. And it's
So you think these devices not only hear our voices and pick it up, but they could just pick up on our
right. Well,
frequency?
your voice is a frequency. It's all the same. It's all the same.
But
And
I'm saying even without us speaking it.
right, correct. Because your desires in your head are the lower bass frequency, and I think that's what it's attuned to pick up on your base needs. So it's what's always trying to sell you shit you don't really, it's trying to sell you shit you don't need. You just want and desire because it's a lower base technology. That's why it never shares you very rarely, if ever, shares any inspirational or enlightening ideas or tools or content. It's usually like consumerism thing. So if you're hungry, there'll be more advertisements for food and shopping and coupons. If you're angry or you're pissed off, it's going to show you a whole bunch of other angry posts and other people who are angry and angry memes. If you're in a funny mood, so forth and so forth. And not only did I notice it works with me, I notice it works with everybody, whatever state of mind you're in at any given moment. And depending on how long you prolong that energy, so if you're always angry, if you're always stressed out, you're always going to find angry and stressed out reality perspectives around you, the people, the event, the traffic, your scrolling feed, the particular podcast that happens to show up in your recommendations list. It all comes together. And me, I've had such a roller coaster of emotions this year between family deaths and whatnot, and just moving and everything. And I've seen that my algorithm has reflected in such a manner to where the things I was watching a few months ago, it's hard for me to even search for right now. And it's always forcing me back to wherever my current emotional state of mind is, which lately it's been more of a entertainment route. So it's been hard for me to get inspired as easily as I do because I'm not attracting those same inspiring frequencies as effectively as I was. But it's not something that I can't get back to because we all do it all the time. But anyway, yeah, I noticed that particularly with TikTok, and it's very free, open AI algorithm that is just it's very tuned in to us as a collective emotional species. And
I am like never over there. The only time I see TikTok, and I have it, I mean, I posted things on there, but I do see, like, even Caleb, man, he gets a really good reach out there. There is a lot of people on TikTok.
Yeah, I make sure I like him and Dave's stuff and Jen, your stuff. Like, if you want to keep seeing people, just like their stuff, comment it every here and there, and they'll keep coming in your feed. But if you...
Yeah, I'm always seeing Dave's stuff, Caleb's stuff, Jaren's stuff. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Interact with them, they'll usually come back up. Even if they don't see it for a few days, they'll usually come back around and be like, okay, they posted something new. Yeah, let's check them out.
What was it? 2.7 billion was the hashtag
daily.
Flat Earth, right? That's insane, dude. And then I heard Firmament was trending on Twitter the other day, or X, I guess. There's a big presence of Flat Earth and all that kind of truth over there as well. I'm not on there. I mean, I don't go over there.
Yeah, Twitter has never been my thing. Not my energy, not my frequency. At least not right now.
Right.
Got too much other shit going on.
Right. Man, there really is not enough hours in the day. And then this getting nighttime at fucking 6 o'clock. Man, I don't like that. I do not like that at all.
Yeah, days are really short right now. Part of the cycle, though. Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, the other Facebook and IG, they have a very heavy Americanized filter on there. So they literally only, I feel like they turned their little emotional AI targeting way down, and they like to use a lot of political bullshit. So I haven't even been on Facebook as much as I did before, especially just stunting. They won't let nobody see my crap anyway. Yeah, it's mad toxic. TikTok, again, I think you're going to get out of TikTok what you put into it, because they don't really push anything over there other than what they can sell you. But if you put, if you go in there searching for particular things and people, your algorithm will start to reflect what you're into.
So that's why all these people got these people are perverts, and because a lot of these people's feeds are like, twerking and shit like
Right.
that.
That's because that's what. No, the algorithm's not stupid. It's not going to show you that stuff if you're not looking. The cameras on your phone are literally tracking your eyes. They can literally see where you're looking at on the video. If you see a twerking video and you don't flick that thing immediately away, 3 seconds. It only takes 3 seconds, and there's literally just 3-second algorithms on every one. There's half a second algorithms. If any of y'all play with YouTube Studio, they show you some of their analytics and what your audience, who watches past 3 seconds. It's like one of your first things that tracks on there. So that's how well the systems know us as a collective. So if you're watching, you're getting messed up things in your feed. It's not the algorithm particularly on TikTok, not so much Facebook and IG, because Mark Zuckerberg is a sick pedophile. So of course he's gonna, and he gets, he don't mind doing political crap on there because they're paying him well. And, it's an American company. Chinese don't give a damn about what Americans believe in. They got 2 billion people over there to worry about. They don't give a damn about our.
They actually have like a totally different TikTok.
Yeah, they got a
totally
different experience. Yeah, over there anyway. Yeah, so it don't even matter. They don't give a damn. We're the great experiment of the world. Like, I think I really, that's why I don't try not to get mad at every time our evil politicians send our millions to some other country, and not for their poor people, just for their own greedy politicians, because we're the cash cows of the world. They were just here to be beaten and abused and to be sucked dry.
So well, when Trump's in office, we won't have that problem.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, it's always going to be gold and Rainbows and pissing Skittles and shit when he's in office.
Yeah, like they're not on the same
right
team.
Yeah, like they didn't all go to Epstein's Islands and was watching the same freaking entertainment over there. Man, get out of here.
Right.
Y'all knew what was going on. At the very least, you heard the stories before you went, so get out of here.
Yeah.
Come on.
They were the ones that stayed at the latest, because the beginning of the party, it'd be a normal type party and girls of age, and then the ones that went for that after show, they stuck around, and then they started bringing out them appetizers. All that weird shit was coming out, and all of them was there. Trump too.
Hell, they outwardly show their spirit cooking ceremonies now. Hell, I mean, that's been going on for a year, but publicly, like, they make it an entertainment thing on TV to show people, oh yeah, we just lay people out bucket naked. You bite off of them. Some of them are made into cake, and then we literally eat them. I'm like,
so weird.
And then the juice just happened to look like really thick blood, just like coincidence.
It's strawberry art. Puree,
yeah,
Chris.
It's art.
Relax.
It's all art. It's all art. That's the type of art that it's really meaningful. Yeah, they just put it right out there. So yeah, why not? Why not bring the aliens too? Aliens and Lady Gaga's eating people cake, and then they put in like their sperm and blood and cologne and fragrances.
Yeah,
but it's progressive.
They don't want them crow's feet.
That's what it is. Yeah, crow's feet. You're trying to live forever.
Oh man,
that's how you know that they believe in the hell, because most of them want to. Oh, I was just playing at the end of their life. No, I didn't mean that.
They some island boys. Oh my god, that's a weird little story I heard. I don't know how true it is, but those island boys.
No, they were not Epstein Island kids. That was a Photoshop picture. Yeah. So
yeah, it looked Photoshop.
I'm in some Photoshop groups, and right when it dropped, one of the groups was like fake, and then he decomposed it, and like everything in there is just like cropped it and added. I'm like, oh yeah, makes sense now. I mean, not to say he probably didn't have that didn't happen, but not that particular one. And their ages don't really line up. They were never seen anywhere. They they have history in Miami, so
which is not an island.
Right, definitely not an island. I mean, they think they are sometimes.
They're that stupid.
Yeah. The Ocean Drive, you got to take bridges to get to Ocean Drive, South Beach area. So they think they're an island.
Dude, the whole AI thing, that aspect is trippy. There was this one guy, there's this article I read where they had this show on Netflix. It was a series talking about serial killers. And they're reenacting it, and they were showing the serial killer's Facebook profile. And they had a picture of a guy with long hair holding an axe for the profile picture, right? Come to find out, that was some real guy out in the world, and he starts getting phone calls from friends. He's like, bro, you're on this show as a serial killer. They got your picture. And he's like, what? No fucking way. Come to find out, they took some picture off Facebook and used it in this show. He's now currently suing Netflix for a shit ton of money because they took his likeness without his permission and they got him viewed as some serial killer. And that's wild, man, because that was a plot line in Black Mirror, I believe, where this girl starts watching this show and realized that it was playing out her life. You know, it just, AI can get very trippy, you know.
Oh, yeah, but she was being a real scum, though. That's why they...
Oh, yeah, bitch was cheating on her husband. You got to out that bitch. She's doing a lot of fucked up shit. But yeah, that was pretty weird when I read all that. It's like people were getting lazy. They're like, I'm just going to grab a picture off the line and put this for my editing.
Yeah, so many people in the world, you don't think it's going to get back to them. But age of the internet, we're all connected now. All connected. Even Amish people have internet.
Well, those are actually called Mennonites. Amish people who use electricity, they're called Mennonites.
Yeah, well, they all going to be...
And drive trucks instead of horse and buggy. Amish claim them to be like halfwayers. They're like cheaters.
How dare they use that devil electricity to have light at nighttime outside the Lord's fire?
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. That guy might have agreed to that within the Facebook terms of service. You know, a little small fine print that all of us just blow right past to accept to download this new app. You know,
that's why. Don't be surprised, and don't you try to sue Facebook in 10 years when you see your clone walking around in the metaverse.
Yeah,
like, oh, I saw you in the metaverse getting railed by 2 penguins. Weird. I was like, what? You can't do that. Well, in the metaverse, you signed it away back in 2008 when you made a Facebook account. They said they.
And then you got Tom from MySpace. He's like, man, I gave y'all free speech. I gave y'all a platform to put your music on.
You can't even sue me because he's living on Mars and the metaverse now. So there's a different jurisdiction of rules up there. So you actually got to pay him for him using your likeness in the metaverse on Mars. So get ready, everyone. It's coming. Your likeness will be stolen and you have to pay for it. There's even messed up rumors, you know, that sounds very dystopian. One of the, GTA 6 Rockstar, probably one of the, if not the biggest gaming company in the world, making trillions of dollars off a game they made over 10 years ago now. They are, he said, you know what? They want to charge either $150 for the GTA 6 game, or they want to charge like $5 an hour to play.
What the fuck?
His game. I mean,
are they using that AI, the NPC AI system?
Oh, I don't know, but the amount of AI crack you must be smoking to think that we going to let you get away with that shit is just extremely insane.
I wonder if they're going to add that. You remember watching that guy running around that city with all those NPCs, and he's like, do you know you're in a simulation?
I mean, I wonder how much of it's scripted too, though, because I thought after I shared a lot of those videos, I think I even made an edit of one of those videos, and I'm like, it wouldn't be too hard for me to put in my editor, play with ChatGPT and the voice, and then one of my voice AI bots, and just translate it over and edit it onto a video of me sitting in front of a character in GTA 6, and then being like, oh yeah, I installed a AI bot in the game, and really it's just an overlay.
Well, from what I read, it was something from Unreal Engine. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Unreal?
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's free to use. Yeah, anybody can download and use it as long as you got a required CPU and hardware.
Oh, they got people are getting a little upset because we got upset at someone cheating on someone. Oh, because it's a woman.
What happened?
I don't know. They're talking about some double standards. I didn't think we said that it's okay for a guy to cheat on a girl. Did we say that? Nah.
Did I talk about relationships? I don't remember talking about any relationships.
We was talking about that character on Netflix. She was cheating on her husband.
But go watch that video, y'all. Y'all judge it for yourself.
Go watch that and then
go
tell
judge
us.
it for yourself. You come and tell us what happened.
Yeah, you let us know. Come back and defend her then.
If you think that's going to be your main question by the time you watch that episode, you're sorely mistaken. Sorely mistaken.
Wait till you get to the church.
You will have all the questions. That's going to be the last one. You will forget you asked that question.
What is it? The first episode of the new
first
season?
Episode of the new season. It's the only really good episode.
Yeah, Black Mirror.
Season. You know, very
called,
underwhelming season outside of that first episode.
It is. That was the only good episode I liked.
Yeah, it really was. Unfortunately, tighten up, Netflix, and
what
check
the hell
out.
Was it called?
I don't.
What was it? I forgot what it was called.
I don't know. I forget.
But yeah, Black Mirror, guys, check it out.
It's the first episode though, that season.
Yeah,
coño, making a mess.
But yeah.
Besides that, nothing else going down. We got Thanksgiving tomorrow.
You gonna be with family or?
Yeah, I got my daughters until tomorrow. Then they're gonna go spend the evening dinner part with the other parents. So I might come online and do some streaming in the nighttime. And I have to work. I have to go to work. Back to work Friday. I have some contract I gotta finish. But we're trying to do something this weekend. Jessica, if you're still listening, Miss Tribune, I sent you some questions. Please record those for me. You get this, don't mean to put you on the spot here on it live on the air, but definitely could want to start getting to work on that so we can pump out some new stuff. And get ready, y'all. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a little bit dark.
What,
I'm gonna
interview with the reptilian thing?
Interview with the reptilian, so there's kind of sort of yeah. It's gonna be having that Alex Michael Secret Covenant energy, so get ready.
Nice. What was your reptilian name? Kindar?
I don't have no. We were just playing. I ain't being no damn. I might not have a name. It might be, my reptilian name would be unpronounceable in the English American language.
It would make your skin melt if you were to say it.
Your tongue would fall off or something. I would flip backwards. I don't know, something crazy would have to happen.
Well,
use a Ouija board to say it right. I don't know. We'll come up with something clever. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Besides that, happy Woden's Day. I don't know, you wanna start shutting it down. I know you got.
We gotta get up out of here. I got shit to do on my only and last day off until next week. But man, appreciate all of you guys being here this early morning with us here, FMX Radio at freeworld.fm. Make sure you head on over to True Earth Entertainment to give that a sub and a like. MellowDome, sub and a like. We are multi-streaming across YouTube, Rokfin, Twitch, and Kick, ladies and gentlemen. And we love you all. And, lead by example. Go out there and set the tone. Others will resonate.
I think I had a video for you, too. So.
Yeah, pull it up, brother. Yeah, but peace and love, guys. Positive energy activates constant elevation, and the love is real. And you already know, when you keep it real, you keep the real ones, baby. Thunder Chicken, much love. Mr. Miyagi, Walking Axel, Darren Daz, much love. Trashless Smith, Rethink. All you beautiful souls, thank you for being here, kicking it with us. We are out of here. Much love, Chris, all of you.
See you guys.
tomorrow. dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And to feel the way that every child should sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me, look right through me. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very